All right, guys, check out Kate in the back. We here at another property. We're gonna break down another location situation. Here's a property that we're selling literally for $100,000 more than the Middlesex property. This property is already under contract and basically sold. We close next week for $410,000. So a whole different price point. But as you can see, it's on a corner. So let's go inside real quick. I want to talk to you guys about the importance of location. The last house that we broke down location on was on a main street. This one's kind of on a main street, not as busy, not as loud, but it is on the corner of a main street and a nice quiet street. So let me tell you about this property a little bit and why we're able to get $410,000 on this property, okay? So first things first, property has an extra bedroom. So this, actually it doesn't. This one's 3 bedrooms, 2 baths as well. Wow, that's perfect. So this one's actually the same specs as the other property that we talked about location on, right? So you got 1 bedroom, 2 bedrooms, and one more, 3 bedrooms. And this one's actually almost like attic style. Now this does have a little family room situation that I think would play to the larger amount of cost or price or whatever, selling point. But the bigger point I want to emphasize is this house is located in an up and coming town in Jersey called Somerville, New Jersey, where they have a really cool downtown, and they're doing a lot of development to bring this house, or I'm sorry, this town, municipality, borough, to the standard of, let's say, like, what's a city you would compare it to outside of Jersey? I could say Westfield, I could say Morristown, Montclair, but only people in Jersey would know those. What's a city that you would maybe compare it to that experienced a lot of development?
My hometown, Jupiter.
Jupiter experienced it? It's a beach town though, it's different. Long story short, it's a developing town, right? A town, I literally actually grew up in this town, so I watched it develop. And I think when I moved out of this town, my mom sold the house for like $190,000. That was in 2005. The house next door to my mom's house sold this year for $400,000. Same exact house, identical house. So my point is we were able to track, trying to get where there's good lighting. We were able to track exactly where there was development and were able to determine a higher price point because of this development. So let's get to the lesson. On this one, we purchased this house. We were able to get this house at $250,000. But although that's kind of higher than we like to spend, we knew that this area was up and coming, and we knew that my buddy who's an investor also just sold a house, the one I'm telling you about next door to my old house, for $400,000. And it's on a side of the neighborhood that's not as nice. Here, this house is literally located, I'll show you. Let's see if I can zoom in. Literally located between 2 schools, right? So I think it's too far to zoom. But there's 2 high schools, rivaling high schools, right? So if you look behind me, I don't know if you can see it. I'm gonna try to zoom this joint. Yeah, you can see the little net. Oh, you can't zoom with the front facing camera. But anyway, you can see that net over there. That's a like lacrosse field. And if you look here, you can't see all the way to the end, but there's a football field over there at the end of that street. And that's 2 different schools, 2 different high schools, both really good high schools. So it just shows you that you're in a nice quiet neighborhood on a street that connects 2 schools. And understanding this, we knew that we'd be able to get a good amount. So we listed it on the market at $415. The property wasn't even done. We got an offer in 2 days for $410, and we took it. And that allowed us to finish the work while we went through the closing process. So by the time the work is done, we can close and again, make our money back faster. So location, understanding the area and how it's appreciating, how it's developing, where it's trending to, understanding like even this house, honestly, we probably could have got 20,000 more if it wasn't sitting on the corner. If it wasn't sitting on this corner back here, we'd be able to make a smooth, I'd say $50,000 more. 50 is a lot. I wouldn't say 50. I would say a good 30,000 more if we were off the main road a little bit, right? So we still got that main road feel here, same as the other one that I was showing you in Middlesex, but this property is simply worth more because of the area or the township that it's in, right? Where is that township trending? It's very important when looking at these properties. So you're gonna run comps sometimes where the comps aren't really that high, but you gotta fish into the area and say, okay, well, where is it trending to? So by the time I finish my flip in 6 months, where exactly is this price point going to be able to be? Now, don't get too greedy with this for the sake of buying the property and talking yourself into buying the property. You still want to be conservative with your numbers, but it is good to know, hey, how much can I get with this property? So that way you don't miss out on a good deal that you might have passed on because you thought maybe the price point was too high. On this deal, we bought it for $250. We put $115,000 worth of work in, so we're all in at $365, and we sold for $410. So we were able to make, what is that, $55,000 or $45,000? $45,000 profit. So it's not a home run like some of our other properties, but it's a pretty solid profit and allowed us, again, to continue moving our money, growing it into the next property. Okay, now, I can't wait to be able to show you guys a property that is not on a main street or not on a corner, so we can show you really the benefits of being in a suburban area or a, what's the term? Something that's well sought after. Desirable. See, this is my little dictionary vocab person in the back. A more desirable area, okay? That's location here at our Somerville property. Catch you guys in the next session, the next virtual shadowing, all right? See you soon.